What up, good people? How y'all doing today on this beautiful week?
What's going on, guys? How you been?
Chilling. Over here looking crazy. I need to get something done with this head.
You gonna cut it? What you trying to do?
I'm gonna get it locked up again.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I was always jealous of y'all, man. I can never grow my hair like past like 2 inches. Apparently, when I was a kid, I had long hair and braids. I'm like, so what happened? Like, it's I can't even like remember even like on my best day, feeling great. Nah, like Darnell, Darnell got locks. He has locks. So we're like Andre had like the little like waves sometimes. Like, what happened? Like, y'all forgot the genetic makeup for me. Like I said, nope, like baldness. Right there.
Anyway, what's up, good people? We back again. Uh, Last week we gave y'all 2 episodes of this show. Hard Knocks, the Chicago Bears segment of it. This week we're gonna cover the one. Every week we'll cover one episode for this show, and we'll just keep it going from there. So, what you think about this one, D? I know this one is only one episode. What was it? Preseason week 3.
I think it was week 3 because we had the Hall of Fame game one that was rained out. Then the Hall of Fame 2 was the Bills game, and then this was the Bengals game.
So
this one,
this is actually week 2, but for y'all it's week 3.
Yeah, because the Hall of Fame game, yeah. So we play this upcoming one that's coming out on Tuesday for Hard Knocks. If you guys have not watched it, HBO Max, at least every Tuesday. We were trying to drop the episode before the new one drops on Tuesday. That should be from this past week in real life of the actual game. So that wraps it up because we're looking good. So how I felt about this particular episode was seeing how team practices work and having joint practices work. So like you see on the first episode, they were like, we can't show too much because we play the Texans in week 2. So we couldn't show them too much of what's going on in the preseason game. But in the joint practice, our defensive backs was giving Keenan Allen and work. Like they weren't able to get open. He expressed how I haven't caught a pass on Johnson the entire time. But then you see him line up against the Bengals. My man was doing work. Doing work. And it just like realization, like, yo, is our defense like that? Like, is it really like that? And I'm like, it gave you so hype because Keenan Allen, even though he's older, he's still a monster. And if you can stop him, he's a pretty tall gentleman. If you can stop him from getting the ball, stop doing different things, I am head over heels. Can't wait for you to play Jefferson on for the Vikings. I can't wait for you to play the Lions. Like, these are things we need. We need aggressive defensive backs. So seeing that part and aspect and seeing like the Bengals are always a confident team. They didn't seem too confident when the rain started coming down.
Yeah. So I liked I actually liked how they started that show focusing more on the backup QB.
Yeah.
So we all know Caleb Williams is supposed to be the savior of the Bears, and he's basically the franchise guy for them. But you always got to have that backup.
Always. Tyson's the man. Tyson's dad's hilarious.
He is. I like how they show like the family members in this as well. Because I mean, Tyson's dad is huge though.
Yeah, bro. Like even like to know like you're not even the most popular person in your household. Like let's make this right.
Right.
Like dude, when they showed the clip saying like you can call me daddy in the arm wrestling, that was hilarious.
Yes. So I definitely like I like y'all backup. So like honestly, if y'all want to trade them,
nah, we ain't doing. Nah, we're not doing that.
But nah.
Not doing that at all.
He's dope though. He's dope. He definitely he got skill. So it's crazy just to see how even though like it just shows like even though you're in a competition, like I know he wants to start.
Absolutely.
I know he wants to lead a team day in, day out, every Sunday. But you got this generational talent in front of you now. So he's accepting that backup role, but he's also showing like, yeah, I still got skill.
Because even if you think about like sometimes you gotta remember yourself when Tyson comes in the game. I don't know if the other opposing teams, the number ones are in, their number twos are in. Because Tyson's coming in because Caleb, like you saw them struggling, the communication, the helmet, they had to fix that up. They didn't really score to their last set. It was like 5 series in before they actually got some points on the board.
Yeah.
And then Tyson comes out and they score right away. Like they score a couple times. The thing about us though, we have 4 quarterbacks, really only 2 spots because Caleb has his spot. Also, the cat from last week, Austin. Austin is looking legit too, and that's when you saw his pops and his mom out there. He's the one that got rained out with delay. I don't know who's going to be number 2. I like Tyson, but Austin's nice.
So, from what I get, you can actually hold on to 3 QBs because the last one is like a emergency spot.
Yeah, we also have Brett though, so we have the veteran also. We have have decent people.
I think if I'm y'all, I'm going with Caleb, Tyson, and Austin.
Yeah, because Brett's oldest. I think Brett's like 28. He's been there before, so he's been around. But just like having that QB room is talented, bro. Like it's a young, talented core. How many weapons we have, like receiver wise? We're gonna keep. You have Allen, DJ Moore. You have Rome. It's probably Johnson for 4th receiver, hands down. He's probably one. He's the one that showed the most so far in the game. But even like you saw, we have the hybrid. Like he's a playing running back, also playing receiver. Like you see other people trying to find their niche on when they can play.
Yeah, I think he does kick returns too.
Yeah, remember like Josh Gibbs, like Cribs, they give me a vibe like that.
Yeah,
like pretty much do whatever you gotta do.
He's like a utility player.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely put him with that receiver group.
How you feel about the punter from Australia, Mr. Taylor? My man got a little.
Yeah, he got a boost. He definitely got a boost. It's funny though because they were saying like you would think like people have all their stuff situated as far as what they got to do, getting to the games and all that, but you see him sitting there like waiting. I almost thought like he got left.
Yeah, at first with the buses, everything else like going on outside the hotel.
I thought he got left, but he said he was waiting on his car, and then he had to ask for directions to get to where he was going.
All right, so my man's played at Iowa. He said before he caught the bus every time. This is his first time actually driving to a game because he never had to do that before. But you also seen that not only, first of all, he's very talented. Backspin. They said this man had like 4 or 5 different punts. The longer I've been watching football, I know about 1 punt. I ain't know about 4 or 5 different punts, and he is consistently like putting it within the 15-yard mark, which is going to be deadly in the season.
Yeah.
He also like, yo, listen, he got a backbone to him, bro. He's like, I don't want no Aussie nicknames. Like, chill out with that. Like, you can give a nickname for me when the coach going around find nicknames, but do not use my actual where I'm from as a part of my nickname. I'm like, let's go, bro. Speak up for yourself. I like that.
Right. Because what the reporter say, crocodile punter.
Yeah, he's like, no.
I thought that was hilarious. But it goes to the game, and like you said, they really didn't score until what? They actually played. The starters actually played like the whole first half.
Yeah, we had a couple 3 and outs.
Came out with two field goals.
We did. Well, the 1 touchdown. So technically, yeah, because Taylor punted like 3 or 4 times. So we didn't really do much at all. We were moving the ball. And then we came through, and then he had to pass to Rome, but Rome was out of bounds. So that didn't work out. Yeah. So when we got the ball, also the pass interference call where it shows that Caleb, even when they said, like, I can see why people think he's cocky. They're like, do you ever get nervous? Nah, I don't get nervous. That's not really the answer most folks want to hear. They want to hear the great, like, oh, I'm nervous. I can't wait for this. He's like, it's just, I don't get nervous anymore. But anyway, he's throwing that pass interference call was give us a break. And then seeing him basically on a broken play running to the end zone was like our only score with the main unit. So that wasn't really the best feeling. Our second unit was killing it. They were crushing it.
Yeah. So it was weird because, like, and not only was they scoring, but my man Tyler was throwing dots.
Yeah, he was.
Some things was just dropping, and Like there was no way. Like if they didn't score off the passes he was given, that player was getting cut.
And it's so here's my thing. I'm glad that you are getting excited and actually like embracing and enjoying the television program that is Chicago Bears. Because I thought it was going to be a giant cluster at first. I'm like, you're going to go this for a rookie quarterback with how we have so many people coming in there. Like we got Montrez Stewart from the Commanders last year. We got him traded. We got always a bunch of players that we really haven't talked about that are on this roster. I didn't know how this show was going to go. Like, I guess it had the ingredients to make it look good. But this looks like we a civilized, more veteran type squad than actually like a young boy squad.
Right. I did think it was going to be kind of ugly at first.
I did, bro.
Bro, this is about to be straight hilarious, comical the whole way through. They actually do. I will say they actually do look legit, especially on defense.
Yes.
On defense, them boys was out there, even though Joe Burrow and a couple of them wasn't out there, but on defense, they was flying around smacking folk.
I just want to know what happened because our defense coordinator is Eric Washington. Historically, we are known for the monster of midway defense, but it's more like our front seven.
Yeah.
Our secondary, we have Peanut Tillman, but we really haven't had that many great defensive backs. More of our defense has been carried from the front line. Seeing this year, it looks like it's going to be more coverage sacks than actual anything else, which is going to be great because that means we don't have to blitz as much.
Yeah.
And we're going to need people back in the secondary because when you play the Vikings, they're going to throw the ball 50 times. Hands down, they're throwing the ball 50 times. Jeffries is going to try to get at least 3 touchdowns per game when he tries to play us. It's going to happen. And then you know how like literally the Packers love. I still don't get how they get so freaking good with quarterbacks. He's going to pass the ball at least 30 or 40 times per game. Yep. So there's no chance that we're not going to be able to defend. You have to be able to defend the pass.
Yeah. So it should be interesting.
You want a Bears jersey?
I think they did say though. What was it that I heard it on? Where
What's up?
The announcer was like, it was like 38 players that was sitting out though.
So I don't know the numbers anymore. So you remember when you play Madden, they give us a cap number, probably 75 players. You got cut down to 52 players, 55 players. I don't know how that number, what he said, how many of those were actually practice players versus actually roster spots.
That's what I
don't know.
The way he was saying it though, he was talking about, because I think, is it the Bengals? I think like their first game is in Mexico.
It's all over the place, bro. Because even like I think the Eagles play in Brazil. Like the whole first season, like
it was almost like they were saying like, yeah, they was resting like 38 players for Mexico or blah blah blah. Whatever.
I don't want to hear that. We trash y'all in the practice. We trash y'all in the practice. Right. Y'all want the world to see that. So y'all kept benching our players, but we gave y'all work.
Because practice, I'm sure all of them practice.
We bust they tail.
So that's another interesting like little tidbit to look for.
Well, how you feel about the Bengals, bro?
The Bengals?
How you feel about them? Like, I know we don't a Bears segment, but the Bengals being in your division, how do you feel? Because at once upon a time, they were considered the next team up. The injuries have kind of messed them up.
That's never gonna happen. No, I will say though, like they always annoy me.
Okay.
Because they always had like a receiver that could do damage.
Yeah, they do.
Like if they found a crack, they was taking it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's Jamar Chase. But from what I hear, they're actually having problems with contract extensions with him.
They are. And who came out and said that he will not be on the field? Was it Chad Johnson? I think Ocho was like on an interview was like
probably.
He hopes it gets it done, but if it doesn't get done, he will not touch the field. He has 2 years on his contract. So that could explain why they're having some troubles and practice wasn't that good for a preseason game. But he wouldn't have played that much anyway.
Right.
My Bears are doing great. And hey, listen, you can come on over, bro. Like season starts next week. Come on over. Come
okay. But yeah, y'all also got like a nice little DN too. I think he is.
Oh yeah. Kid. Booker is going to be Do you see the little clip of them showing the draft, and they were like, "Yo, we're bringing this kid in."
Yeah, they had to get back in to get him.
Yeah, get back in the draft to make sure we got him. I think he's going to do well because Stewart's our primary defensive rush. Like, you're going to be focused on him, Montrez, so much that this dude, he has the body type, like they call it a poor man Crosby. Like, he has, like, you see, like, his speed. My man has speed on the edge, and he has the attitude behind him that make you feel like, I can get behind that.
He don't really stop. He got that high motor, so like even if he's not the first one to the quarterback, like you said, with that defensive back help and Montrez on the other side, like he can get almost like a secondary sack. So they'll be chased the wave from Montrez, but then you'll see him come around and Mike can finish it. So it might work for y'all. It might work.
I know Mike is going to work. I just want to see what kind of they're going to do. I think he's going to play linebacker a little bit. I really do. I think so because if our lineup, so we have Montrez on one side, we have Walker on the other side. So as far as DNs, I don't think he's better than Walker. I don't think he's better. He's definitely better than Montrez. But his height and his athletic ability being a pass rusher, I can see him playing outside linebacker for certain packages or nickel packages. I don't think he's big enough to play nose tackle. Unless you switch Montrez over to the center and play decent, I don't think he's big enough. So athletic wise, I can see him coming in nickel packages or something like that as a linebacker and is using his speed. I can see that happening.
Yeah, because I was about to say this last game, they showed him out there with the starters with Montrez and all that.
Yeah, so I just want to
know where the Walker guy is. I don't know if he's hurt.
Walker, I think they're going to like this past game. We're going to see in the next episode coming up what they're going to do. The next preseason game was more of the starters, basically who's going to get cut, who's not going to cut. So you're going to see a lot of that happening, and they're going to see a couple. Matter of fact, I don't see them playing. He may play a little bit. Now think about it, because the fourth game is more based off of the back end of the actual team. I'm excited. The more passers, the better. You know injuries going to happen. You know it happens every year. So us having more weapons to attack the quarterback is great. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not watched Hard Knocks, please tune in now. This is a great way of watching it. Also, it's a great team to be a part of. We have sucked for years. Okay? For years. This is the first time. If you already announced it, they already said it. We're the only team without a 4,000-yard passer at NFL. We're the only team that has not had a quarterback do that. Come on. Join the bandwagon. Buy that 118 jersey. You want to buy the 17 jersey for backup quarterback? Get that one if you want to. Whatever you need, come on over. Come on over. Please and thank you. I appreciate you guys. Definitely
check it out. Even if you don't think about being a fan, just check it out so you can see like the back end of it. Like everybody just watch Sundays, but if you like a real football fanatic, watch it so you can see the back end.
Absolutely. So please subscribe, stay tuned, comment, let me know how you feel. Matter of fact, tell me y'all teams are below. But we'll get y'all next time.
I was about to say, you already know where we at over here.
No one cares.
Baby.
No one cares.
Let's get it.
Baltimore Colts. Cleveland Browns.
All right, y'all. We out.
Peace.